All right, let's get right to it. We're breaking down a massive opportunity in the high-speed rail world, Turkey's tender for 12 brand new train sets. Now, this is a pretty significant contract, so let's just jump straight to that headline number, shall we?
Yep, you're seeing that right. 550 million euros. We're talking over $500 million here. A figure like that, well, it absolutely commands attention. It tells you everything you need to know about the scale of this strategic investment in Turkey's infrastructure.
Okay, so here's our game plan for this explainer. We're going to look at the opportunity itself, then dive into the key facts, the vitals. After that, we'll tackle the technical gauntlet and the commercial framework. And to finish it off, we'll map out your path to actually winning this thing.
All right, Section 1, the big opportunity. So beyond that huge number we just saw, what really makes this tender so compelling? Why does this one matter? Let's break down the core business drivers. So you've got 4 really powerful advantages here. First up, financial liquidity. You get a hefty 10% advance payment as soon as the contract is signed. That's immediate cash flow to get mobilized. Second, there's some serious strategic leverage, a 15% price advantage for using domestic goods. That can be a real game changer. Third, the evaluation is crystal clear. It's purely based on the lowest price, which takes all the guesswork and subjectivity out of it. And finally, this isn't just a one-and-done sale. We're talking about a decade-long partnership with a 3-year warranty and a 7-year maintenance period baked right in.
Okay, on to the tender vitals. This is the what behind the bid. You absolutely have to get these fundamentals down because it's the foundation for your whole proposal.
So this table, this is basically the project's core DNA. It's an open tender for 12 high-speed train sets, and it's worth noting they're allowing push-pull configurations. Critically, and we've said it before, but it's key, the winner is decided purely on the lowest price. Payments in euros, and the final delivery spot is Ankara.
Okay, let's talk about the timeline, because, well, it's aggressive. You absolutely need to have a proven production capacity for this. The moment that contract gets signed, that clock starts ticking, loudly. The first train set has to be delivered in just 22 months, and the entire fleet, all 12 sets, needs to be on the ground within 33 months. The bottom line, your production line has to be ready to go, no questions asked.
Okay, let's shift gears and talk about the technical gauntlet. And really, this is where the rubber meets the road. A low price means absolutely nothing if you can't pass these mandatory gates. This whole section is about one thing, proving you have the right certified technology ready to go.
And let me be crystal clear here. This is non-negotiable. You must submit pre-existing valid TSI certificates with your bid. The technical specifications for interoperability. These are the harmonized EU standards for rail systems, and the key is they have to be for the exact vehicle you're proposing. This isn't about promising you'll comply later. It's about proving you're compliant from day one. All right, the next major hurdle is all about systems integration. Your new trains have to communicate seamlessly with the existing onboard signaling system, the ATS-101Y, and this is absolutely essential. We're talking about a critical safety and operational requirement for even running on the Turkish lines.
And this image right here gives you a perfect look at that specific interface in action. The train's onboard systems have to talk perfectly with these trackside balizes. They're basically transponders that are constantly feeding crucial data to the train. This is a proven, robust system, and your proposal has to show full compatibility, no ifs, ands, or buts.
And here's a point that honestly is so easy to miss, but can trip you up big time. Your train design can't exist in a vacuum. It has to be fully compatible with the existing depot equipment in Ankara. We're talking about everything from specialized gear like underfloor wheel lathes to the train washing systems.
Okay, so we've covered the technicals. Now let's flip over to the financial side of the bid. Understanding the commercial framework, the guarantees, the payment structure, this is absolutely key to managing your risk and your cash flow.
And it's really important to know the difference between these two financial instruments. First, with your bid, you have to submit a bid bond. That's a minimum of 3% of your total offer value, and it's basically there to prove you're a serious contender. Then, if you win the contract, you'll need to provide an advance payment guarantee. This one's for exactly 10% of the contract value, and it's what releases that 10% advance payment from the client.
Okay, so we've covered the opportunity, the vitals, the tech, and the financials. Now let's put it all together. Let's distill all that information down into a clear, actionable strategy for submitting a winning bid.
Okay, your path to winning really boils down to 4 clear steps. First, you've got to secure that 15% domestic advantage. That means maximizing your local sourcing to get a huge edge in a lowest price evaluation.
Step 2 is proving your technical excellence. That means submitting those existing TSI certificates and a capacity report showing you can build at least 12 sets per year. Step 3, document your experience. You need proof of similar work from the last 5 years that's valued at over 10% of your bid. And finally, Step 4, demonstrate financial stability. You have to meet all 3 required financial ratios for liquidity, equity, and debt.
So really, the crucial point is this: victory requires proof. Success is going to be determined by the evidence you submit with your bid. A competitive price is your entry ticket for sure, but without the correct, validated documentation to back up your technical, your experiential, and your financial claims, that price becomes totally irrelevant.
So this is really the question you need to be asking your team. Do you have the certified technology and the strategic sourcing plan to secure this €550 million contract? Because it's not just about wanting the work, it's about having all the proven elements in place to actually win it, and then, of course, deliver on it.
Okay, the final call to action. Your deadline is March 13th, 2026. All bids need to be submitted electronically through the ECOP portal, that's Turkey's public procurement platform. So, it's time to review the documents, align your strategy, and get your most competitive offer on the table to secure this landmark contract.